Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, captains and admirals, I am Xarkun. This is World of Warships Legends. Billy Tennant on the screen here. Underappreciated commander. He is the one, and this is the build I am using on the Tier 7 Tech Tree British Cruiser HMS Edinburgh. In this game on Northern Waters, which is a domination mode game. Now, the origins of this video, I just want to make a little comment on those. A few days ago, maybe a week or two ago, on somebody else's stream in the chat, somebody said, "Xarkun, please make more cruiser videos." And then on my stream Friday night, I had somebody in the chat that I noticed that, for one reason or another, was extolling the virtues of the radar Edinburgh over the smoke-carrying version of the ship. So I thought I would replace the smoke consumable with the radar and take it out for a spin, and the results I got were pretty good. Now, I think the last time I covered this ship, I advocated using the smoke instead of the radar, because in some ways, the radar is a consumable that provides utility for your team, in the sense that it spots destroyers, and a lot of the time, you need your teammates to shoot at destroyers. And if you've played this game extensively, you probably know that sometimes that's a lot to ask for. Nevertheless, the radar can be a good and useful tool, and it just so happens that this map, Northern Waters, particularly on this side of it, where we see the Charlie cap, seems to be designed with the Edinburgh in mind, especially in Edinburgh that doesn't use a smokescreen. So we spot the vacuum, and we pop the radar instinctively, didn't notice that it was a destroyer without a smokescreen. That has the added benefit of spotting the Kagero, who now we can take shots at as the vacuum disappears behind the island. Of course, the Kagero disappears behind the other island, so we switch back to the vacuum and miss him because, sometimes we just can't aim. But we're going to follow it up there, turning in now because we are taking some shots from somewhere to the right of the screen and we want to angle that way. Besides, changing the course there does help us out. That vacuum did launch torpedoes, and, we want to avoid taking any of those. What are they called? Danger pylons. Anyway, the vacuum looks like he is going to escape within a centimeter of his life here, or maybe not. We might actually take him out. He goes dark, and then he goes down. First blood award and first kill of the game. Got a friendly Fletcher approaching as the Kagero reverses out right in front of me. Questionable move on his part. He does pay for it with a chunk of hit points lost, and he's realized his error, so he's tucking away back behind the island. I don't know if that Fletcher that laid down this smoke screen understood that I am a radar Edinburgh and therefore don't have smoke, or if he just thought, aha, here's Xarkun, it looks like he's in a situation where he could benefit from smoke. And I am benefiting from the smoke. Nobody can see me, nobody can shoot me, that's fantastic. But there is a Colorado lurking around somewhere out here, and of course a Gneisenau is on his way. Don't know exactly where they are because the Fletcher is sitting inside of the smoke screen and not spotting, but the two of us are taking this capture circle, and the two of us are going to essentially command this capture circle. It's very nice when you get somebody like this Fletcher who you can work so well with. It's, I think, just me and him. There might be a friendly battleship around these parts, but I don't think so. Not entirely sure. But the two of us are going to deal with this Kagero, this Gneisenau, and this Colorado for the majority of the game. Now, the Edinburgh with the smokescreen. Oh, I guess there's a Flint here too. We're going to shoot at him. The Edinburgh with a smokescreen does bring with it mobile concealment, but It is a heavily armored ship, weirdly enough. This is not the case in World of Warships PC, but on World of Warships Legends, the Edinburgh enjoys, I think still, 30 millimeters of bow and stern plating, which means it cannot be overmatched by 16-inch guns. And we'll see that a little later. We take down the Flint for our second kill of the game. We've sailed outside of the cap circle, but that's okay because we now own it. And that Fletcher's smokescreen right there is now paying dividends. We are able to turn broadside and begin to open fire on this broadside Colorado without any danger of being spotted, at least immediately, because of that Fletcher smokescreen. Now the Fletcher momentarily loses sight of the Colorado, and the cap circle is being flipped red once more because of that pesky Kagero who we could not finish off earlier. We're going to sail in, try to get a better angle on the Colorado, popping the radar again. We know the Kagero's location. We cannot shoot at him because of the island, but having that information is very useful, and had we equipped the smoke, we could of course, or we would not know precisely where that Kagero is. The radar on the Edinburgh, by the way, it's quite good. It's like American radar, actually. It has a range of 9 kilometers. I think that's the same as the Baltimore or the Wichita. And it has a duration of 30 seconds. Also the same as the Baltimore or Wichita. 30 seconds is an eternity for a destroyer within firing range to be spotted by that radar. That hit there on the Colorado, though, 7K, disgusting. A lot of people say the Fiji is the best British tech tree cruiser, because in the Fiji you can also get results a lot like that on battleships. And you can make the case for the Fiji, of course, but in my mind, the Edinburgh is the cream of the British tech tree crop here. It can do the same thing the Fiji can do with its guns, but it's better armored, and it has the option of being equipped with radar. Shooting at this Gneisenau now, and we are using this island as some cover and concealment. We do have some broadside showing to the Colorado, who is now going behind another island. We're spotted, probably by that Kagero, although we still don't know quite where he is. Coming around now. Situation is looking good as far as the team goes. There's the Kagero. He's gotten too close to us. We do have the sonar running. We spot his torpedoes. Easy enough. One shot takes him down for our third kill of the game. And now we are in a position where we are essentially bow tanking a Colorado, not giving the best angle to the Gneisenau. Colorado shoots, hits our bow, does absolutely nothing because of the Edinburgh's ridiculous armor, which I hope they never take away from it. It's so nice. One of the Colorado's secondaries lights us on fire, though. That's okay, because the Edinburgh does come equipped with a much better heal than you would get on your typical Tier 7 cruiser. It can repair a lot of damage, and that is nice. I suppose one of the reasons why you don't really need a smokescreen, because as nice as the concealment can be in saving you from taking unnecessary hits from, enemy battleships, you can also utilize island cover and concealment in the ship like you would on many other light cruisers. But if worse comes to worse, you can point your bow at a battleship and hope it shoots your impenetrable bow armor. In any case, this Fletcher and I have thoroughly protected this flank and this Charlie capture circle. The rest of our team has done a great job throughout the rest of the map, so really we just have this Gneisenau to worry about, and I'm playing a little sloppy here, not thinking about being in range of the Gneisenau's torpedoes, so unfortunately I do take one there a little bit by surprise. There, after losing so many hit points, you can see just how effective the Edinburgh's heal is. If only we had it available, but we're not going to need it. Because we take out the Gneisenau, the game ends with our victory. And there's a nice little look at the Edinburgh for you. Hope you enjoyed it. If so, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing if you haven't already done that. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you next time. Ooh, 3200 base XP, very nice. Alright, goodbye.